booth. At the gate outside, when they pull up, they give me loose. Yeah, jump out, boys. That's Nike boys hopping our coast. Way too big when we pull up, give me the loot. Was off the Remy, had up at post. Had to hit my old town to duck the news. 2-4-hour lockdown, we made no moves. Now it's 4 a.m. and I'm back up popping with the crew. I just landed in JB mixes.
Money's the motivation, money's the conversation. You on vacation, we getting paid, so we on vacation. I did it for the fam. It's whatever we had to do, it's just who I am. Yeah, it's the life I chose. Gunshots in the dark, one eye closed. And we got it cooking like a one-eyed stove. You can kiss me kissing my girl with both eyes closed. Perfecting my passion, thanks for asking. Couldn't slow down, so we had to crash it. You use plastic, we bout cash. I see some people ahead that we gon' pass, yeah. I never feel good for dying. I only feel good for trying. I am whatever I am. Only God can judge me now. One shot, everything rides on tonight. Even if I got 3 strikes, I'ma go for it. This moment, we own it. I'm not to be played with because it can get dangerous. See these people I ride with. This moment, we own it.
And the same ones that I ride with be the same ones that I die with. Put it all out on the line with. If you're looking for me, you can find wit in the new car or the crown with. My new broad does a fine chick in the weather squad. I'm down with. Ain't no way around it. What you say? Tell me what you say. Working hard, repping for my dogs. Do this every day. Taking off, looking out for all. Making sure we ball like the mob. All you do is call. Catch you if you fall. You Khalifa.
I never fear death or dying. I only fear never trying. I am whatever I am. Only God can judge me now.
One shot, everything rides on tonight. Even if I got 3 strikes, I'ma go for it. This moment, we own it.
I ride or die for me.
With because it can get dangerous. See,
I ride or die for mine.
this moment.
You know God is true. The 1K gang had to wake up. 1000, 217 on the track. Let's go.
Splashing like a whale, yeah. Time to sail, yeah. They can't see me frail, yeah. You can tell, yeah. Climbing up the scale, yeah. Chipping Dale, yeah. Drop top, can't drop, don't stop. Hook shot, jackpot, hook shot, jackpot. Team up like astronauts. Can't lose my train of thought. My family's all I got. Little circle, polka dot. Hey, what that in my boy? That's a lot of faces. Seen a lot of faces. Ain't no way I'm racist. Hit the block and shove on a daily basis. Boy, you going places. They some pillowcases. Thank God we having plenty. Some folks ain't having any. My circle small like salmon, cause we don't need too many. They think I own a genie, but they just wasn't ready. I gave a fettuccine. Now let's go make spaghetti. Jackpot, they fly to Vegas. Pulled up like goodness gracious. My sauce is so contagious. It just might get outrageous. Whole team ain't stopping ever. We push like salt and pepper. I swear it ain't no pressure. That's worked on my ancestors, yeah. Splashing like a whale, yeah. Time to sail, yeah. They can't see me frail, yeah. You can tell, yeah. Climbing up the scale, yeah. Chipping Dale, yeah. Drop top, can't drop, don't stop. Hook shot, jackpot, hook shot, jackpot. Team up like astronauts. Can't lose my train of thought. My family's all I got. Little circle, polka dot. Just walked in Lennox, feel like deja vu. Got buzzer beaters for the W. Yeah, we that new tsunami. Can't fall like origami.
Also, Oklahoma, as the Union Sports Network brings you the semifinals of the Jinx Union Invitational Basketball Tournament as the Sand Springs Sandites take on your Union Redhawks. Alongside Nick Irwin, I'm Jim Douthit. So, Nick, the Redhawks, they come in tonight of an amazing performance for the majority of the game. We'll talk about that in a minute. On really both ends of the floor. They were led by Dalen Fuller, poured in 18, and really he kind of controlled the tempo, if you will, for this Union squad.
Fuller definitely sets that tempo that we build off of. If it's a tough game for him, you know, his leadership is going to affect the rest of the game. So with Fuller, him being able to say, okay, my shots aren't falling, let's get it to the big guys. Or I'm feeling myself right now. I'm going to do an ESPN top 10 dunk. We saw that little windmill.
Yep.
So from Fuller's leadership, moving on from that, we can see, what are we going to do about that adversity? What if all our shots are not falling? So with tonight, it's definitely going to be important to say, okay, if it's a slow start, how are we going to push through? How are we going to set up our full court press? And on top of that, just as we always say, we never want to be stagnant. We always want to be pushing ourselves 110%, because last night we were able to kind of give out some leeway, and then we were able to push away. But with a good team like the Sand Springs Sandites, I don't know if we'll be able to do that.
Yeah, and they're 9-3. They come in red hot, 2-3 in districts. But something that you talked about, the second quarter was sluggish for us, but you alluded to it a second ago. You can't not recognize 7-2 and Eric Madrid, 6'8 and Miles Flemings. I know it's low-hanging fruit to discuss that, but with two big bodies, it's hard to ignore, especially when your opponent, the Sandites, their tallest kid is a 6'6 junior in Kason Evans.
Yeah, and Flemings being basically our power forward, being 6'8", he's already bigger than their center.
Right.
And with Fleming's build, he's obviously got that height, but he also has that muscle. So he's able to body some players, get down low, and then obviously we have Eric Madrid, our Big E, right? Mm-hmm. He's able to stick a hand up, and it's basically a mitt, right? A baseball mitt. The ball hits it and stops it immediately. So with talking about height, obviously we have multiple weapons. With a solid bench with Ugba and Mallon, those players are still trying to fight for that starting lineup.
Right.
And what I saw last night was Ugba putting 120%. He was able to go out and say, I'm going to take over this game because I got to fill out for my buddy.
Well, we'll be back with the starting lineups. It's the tip-off of the Sandites and the Redhawks. It's the semifinals of the Union Jinx Invitational live right here on the Union Sports Network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the John Q. Evans Arena on the campus of Union High School for the 2024 Jinx Union Invitational. From the boys bracket, we have the Sand Springs Sandites and your Union Redhawks. First, let's meet the visitors, the Sand Springs Sandites. At 5'9", a senior, number 3, Elisha Roper. At 5'10", a junior, number 11, Cooper Kelly. At 6'3", a junior, number 21, Deke Thompson. At 6'5", a junior, 25, Blake Johnson. And at 6'6", a junior, number 30, Kason Evans. Head coach of the Sandites is Eric Savage, assisted by Corey Haith, Darrell Hawkins, and Deke Thompson II. And now for the starting lineup for your Union Redhawks. At 6'4", a senior, number 1, Dalen Fuller. At 6'1", a senior, number 4, Kenneth Dorsey. At 6 foot, a junior, number 10, Corbin Gunn. At 6'8", a sophomore, number 22, Miles Flemings. And at 7'2", a senior, number 55, Eric Madrid. Head coach of the Redhawks is Rudy Garcia, assisted by Steve Geary, Mark Ritter, and Derek Lewis.
Welcome back. As you heard Tyler Ashley give you the starting lineups, we'll run through them real quick for the Sandites. They start with Elijah Roper, a 5'9 senior, Cooper Kelly, a 5'10 junior, Deke Thompson, a 6'3 junior, Blake Johnson, a 6'5 junior, and the 6'6 Kason Evans that we alluded to in the opening. He's a junior as well. And as for the Redhawks, you fans out there, you know exactly who it is. Dalen Fuller, Kenneth Dorsey, Corbin Gunn, Miles Flemings, and again, Big E, Eric Madrid, and he gets in to take the tip-off, and we are underway, Nick. Here we go.
Let's see if our boys can set the tone early and play our game.
Gunn sets it up, corners for Fuller. Far side, inside to Flemings. Flemings baseline, works, powers thin, up off glass and good.
That big frame, Flemings is able to kind of weave his way down the baseline.
You're not going to stop him. You got to get your feet planted early on, correct?
Yep.
So now Kelly brings it down, gives it to Roper. Roper up high, looks for some. No help up high, so he gets it in low. Nice job there by Thompson, gets it to go. Nice little jumper there. Good ball movement. It was funny. Nobody was up high to help him out. They were all playing low, so we'll see if that continues for the Sandites. Fuller inside to Madrid. Madrid up off glass, gets it to go. And he gets up kind of laboring a little bit. He got whacked pretty good. Now back at this end. Johnson up, can't get it to go. Flemings rebound. Madrid hadn't made it quite down yet. Easy into him. Up and good and a jam.
We could just keep him cherry picking for the rest of the night if we want
be
to.
Okay. And the lead is 4. The Sandites will set it up. Thompson gets it to the corner for Evans. Evans drives, runs into Madrid, gives it back to Thompson, and he'll get it. And that's going to be 4 for Thompson and the Sandites. Now Fuller, far side, gets it to Flemings. Flemings looking inside to Madrid, and again, all day, right?
All day, every day. Got to get that positioning early for the Sandites.
Roper will set it up. Far side gets it to Thompson. Thompson puts it on the floor. Gets it over to Johnson. Johnson surveys the floor, gives it to Kelly. Now Kelly shoots the 3. Can't get it to go. Quick board, nice bounce right back to the Sandites. Evans corner to Kelly. Kelly brings it back high. 21 going for the long 3. Deke Thompson from NBA range. And the lead is 1. That's something you're going to have to keep an eye on if Thompson's feeling it from that far out.
Great defense all around.
Gunn now will take the 3 off the back of the rim, and it won't go. Yep, great defense all around, but if you're going to take that kind of shot, wow. And again, he's feeling it. He'll throw it up, no good. In and out of Madrid's hands. Scramble for it on the floor, and it'll be a jump ball, I believe. We got a jump ball. We got 2 different whistles. Refs will talk it over. Regardless, it's Red Hawk ball, and I don't believe any fouls were. Nope, there is a foul. So that foul is going to be charged to Deke Thompson. It's a first and the first team foul. And Gunn will bring it up with Roper closely guarded, working that. Now Fuller, Madrid, back to Gunn. They'll set it up now.
Double screen.
Yep. Off the screen, Flemings by himself. He'll take the 3, no good. Nice friendly bounce right into Fuller. Back to Madrid, double teamed up off glass, no good.
Big frame, going to get fouled a little bit more than often.
Yep. And right back down the floor, Blake Johnson up off glass, and the Sandites take the lead for the first time tonight.
I know Madrid didn't like not getting that foul called, but he's got to get back on that transition defense.
It's a big part of that. Get it inside to Flemings. He'll kick it back to Fuller. Fuller wants the 3, no good. Right into Madrid's hands, and he'll get fouled by Blake Johnson. So right now, I talked about Kason Evans early on being the tallest at 6'6". He's playing like he's 6'8", 6'9".
Yeah, with him, I feel like it's all about effort, getting that positioning early. And obviously, these refs, they don't want to call everything on Madrid. So we'll see if he makes these free throws.
First one he'll miss. Khalil Allen will check in for the Sandites as Kason Evans has a seat. That's probably good for the Red Hawks. In and out, can't get either one of those to go. But it's early, 4:32 here in the first. We're not even halfway through the first quarter yet, so no reason to panic by any team. Johnson drives the hole, can't get it to go. Nice rebound there. Nobody blocking out, and Allen off the bench. A quick 2. Gunn will bring it down, set it up, give it to Flemings. Flemings almost travels with the ball there. Gets it to Dorsey. Back to Fuller. Flemings will get fouled there. Fans, you might hear them, the Sandite faithful behind us, a little upset that Madrid's throwing the elbow. Well, when you hug him like a bear, and the ref's giving it back to the fans as he should. And already, early on, the refs are into it with the fans. And they're going to say Flemings traveled with the football. Yeah, he traveled with the football, Nick. Wrong sport. 11-8. Sandites are showing why they're 9-3.
Yeah, they're definitely taking it to us right now. Our effort, energy, just not there right now.
Evans drives the paint up off glass, no good, and he'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Foul be charged to Union's Eric Madrid is first.
And that's the first on Madrid.
At the line, shooting 2 for Sand Springs.
4th foul overall called, 3 on the Sandites, 1 on the Redhawks. Evans makes his pay from the line.
That leadership factor that we're talking about with Fuller, I think this is where he needs to take over. He says, all right, I haven't been making very many shots. My team's kind of struggling. How am I going to take over right here? So let's see what he does in this next couple possessions.
Now, but takeover doesn't mean you're hitting threes.
No,
right?
no.
Takeover is good ball movement, right?
Crisp, clean, no errors.
Getting everybody involved. Just like Fuller gets it there, gets it, and it's in. Or he could score 2. That'd be nice. That's the first 3-pointer for Fuller, and the lead is 2 for the Sandites. Now Roper, far side, out of bounds. Turnover, Redhawks. They will get the ball back here with 3:20 remaining. Don't forget, after this game tonight, or after this boys game, we got the girls coming up immediately following this. Girls will take on the Jinx JV Trojans. We'll talk about why it's a JV team. Later on, now Fuller to Flemings. Flemings has got Corbin wide open in the corner. Fuller gets it back, takes a 3, can't get it to go, and nobody underneath the basket. That's the one thing. I want to see these guys follow shots.
With these set plays, it's kind of hard when we have that screen out top, our big boys out top, so it removes our opportunity to get that rebound.
Now Fuller with a rebound. He's going to push the tempo. He gives it to Gunn. Gunn baseline, and they're going to say offensive foul.
Tough Euro step,
Yep.
tough play, a lot of out of control. And so with that play, it's just tough because they're already set. They're already waiting for us. And so definitely a charge in that scenario. But I like the pushing the tempo, pushing it, because once we get that ball, we have an outlet and we're running.
I like the fact that the 5'9" Elijah Roper, the senior for the Sandites, right in there, not afraid.
Nope.
One of the smallest kids on the floor right now. Not afraid to take the body. And there's a travel. Case and Evans with the travel. So 2:33 here. Chaney Jones checked in. So it's Jones, Gunn, Dorsey, Flemings, and Fuller. And Gunn's got it now. He's been working that right side most of the time. Turnover. They tried to get it inside to Flemings. Flemings couldn't find the handle, and they'll turn it over. Roper back down the floor quickly. Thompson. Roper baseline drive. Nice dish there to Evans. Evans up, partially blocked, and boy, that looked like a lot of ball. But regardless, might have got a lot of ball, but probably put his body on it a little bit.
Yeah.
It's going to be a battle. We thought it would be as Marcus Mitchell gets ready to check in for the Sandites. And Zane Fushko. So Fushko and Mitchell getting ready to check in for Sand Springs. And there they come.
I guess we would call that ball don't lie.
Yeah, but that's it. I think you said that a couple times last night. It was funny. I was like, yeah, it's really true. That's really true. Gilliard will check in. Dorsey will have a seat. So Chaney Jones, Gilliard, Fuller, Gunn, and Flemings. Flemings getting a lot of playing time right now. The Sandites will go 1 for 2 on that position. Now, quickly up the floor, Fuller pushing the pace. Drives, dish to Chaney Jones. Chaney Jones drives, little floater, can't get it to go. Battle around for it. Good job by Chaney Jones to get it back control of it. And it's stolen there, and they're going to say, wow, jump ball. That was quick. Great hands by Marcus Mitchell. And Mitchell with a great job hustling.
Showing that grit right there. Going every rep, 110%.
Now Sandites up ahead. Cheney Jones tries to reach in and steal it. Can't get it away from Fushko. Now Fushko will give it up. Mitchell drives, dishes. Thompson for three. And the Sandites came to play, sir.
Yep.
Gun back down. Likes that right side. He's been over there most of the night. Fuller being the kind of the leader here. And he loses the handle on it. Cheney Jones with the quick. Back to Gunn. He'll shoot the three, and it's good. We needed that one.
Good answer. Good
Yep.
answer for a big three. Because right now, they're hitting all threes.
Yep. Kelly Thompson from NBA range. And he's got a big smile on your face. At some point, you're going to have to get out there and take him. Nice off the, oh yeah, that was
Good take.
beautiful. Yep. Flemons off the screen, nobody around him, and an easy bucket for Flemons.
Sandites player, Kelly, saw him coming at him. He said, oh, gosh.
Didn't want any part of it. Now Kelly will shoot the three, can't get it to go. Cheney Jones with the rebound. Quick outlet to Gunn. Flemons hustling down the floor. He'll stop, pull up the three. It's good! Cuts the lead to one. And Gunn feeling it, as Gunn's got 6. Cheney Jones with the hands, the steal. Fuller razzle dazzle, baby. And is that the spark this team needs?
Get up there.
Probably the best 30 or 45 seconds we've seen in Red Hawk basketball in a long time. Now up off glass, good, and one. And you and I aren't going to have any voices left if this game is like that the rest of the night.
All weekend.
Woo-hoo! We got a girls' game after this. Corey Young checks in. Khalil Allen checks in. And I looked over when Jones got the foul. Cheney Jones got the foul. Coach Garcia not happy about that. Put your coaching hat on for a minute. You okay with that foul?
I feel like with that play, there's really no need. Or it was just a bad call bad foul to call.
Right.
Missed
Throws it
that
up at the buzzer, and it's no good. But the lead is 2 for the Sandites. Wow, what a quarter, my friend.
That was just one quarter.
I know. We got some voices. We got to relax here. 23-21, we'll be back with the second quarter. Sandites up by 2. Back live coming out of the timeout, getting ready to start the second quarter. And what do you like, Nick?
I really like in that last part. Fuller, your leadership. How are we going to deal with that? We had that full court press, and that caused a turnover. Definitely gained a big advantage in that. And from that, we had a couple threes that went in. But right now, we really need to stop Thompson. 23 for Sandites right now, or 21, because he is just feeling himself. Right now.
He is. Chappelle set it up. Chappelle, Cheney Jones, Gilliard, Fuller, and Big E. And Fuller's got the ball now. He'll work it into the corner. They'll do some switching down low. Cheney Jones goes to his right. Gilliard back to his left. He gets the ball. Bad pass. Controls it. Gets it back underneath. Back to Big E. Big E turn around on the sky hook. Good. All day.
They set up a nice little 2-3 zone out of the timeout, which was a really, really smart play from Coach Savage. But I felt like with that, find the hole, which was Eric right there.
Yep. Roper will drive. He'll kick it back to Evans. Evans for 3, short. Fuller comes away with it. 2 on 3, 2 on 4, and Fuller had good job for him to pull that up and wait on some help.
That leadership, just give some time.
Yep. Chappelle for 3,
We'll take
and it's
that.
good. And we go up by 3. So that's what you want. You want the bench coming in and giving some help. Fuller, great defense there. Thompson, turn around, can't get it to go, and Madrid comes away with it to Fuller. He looks up ahead. He's got Chappelle to his left. Chaney Jones to his right. He takes it by himself from the charity stripe, and it's good. And Sand Springs coach has seen enough. The lead is 5. They're taking a timeout. You want to take a timeout?
Let's take a timeout.
Let's take a timeout. We'll be back right after this.
With approved credit, some restrictions apply. TTCU, Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
Coming out of the timeout, the lead is 5. And Union coming in spurts, Nick.
Yeah. With this last timeout, right? It felt like we just had a timeout and it was an even game, 23-23, and then bang, Fuller. That leadership factor, being able to take a step back like he did, look for the open man, and we were able to find an open shot because obviously they're going to collapse on him, but way to take control, say, I'm going to pause the game for a sec, find the open man.
Little full court press coming out of the timeout by Coach Garcia. Now they'll let him bring it up. Cooper Kelly will bring it up, guarded there by Gilliard. He'll hand it off to Thompson. Thompson will work it up high. Back to Kelly. Set up a funky kind of screen. He picks up his dribble. Now he's in trouble, and he'll take a timeout. Good job, and boy, Coach Savage is hot. He does not want that at all. Smart play by him to call the timeout, but what do you think Savage was looking for there?
I think they were looking something in the backcourt, trying to find someone open. I think someone was supposed to come off a screen. Didn't really look out because the guard wasn't looking for it, and that's where he was saying. He said, look for the man, look for the pass. And then on top of that, he picked up his dribble. And once he picked up his dribble, we were all over it. And most of the time, if you pick up your dribble with your back facing the goal, you're not going to have any opportunity to look for a pass or even a shot. And so Coach Savage says, I'm not dealing with that. We just came out of this timeout to hopefully run a play. So I feel like he's drawing something up and say, okay, we're going to run this, not mess around with it.
Right. Defensively, you like what you see
Oh,
in
the
here in the
intensity
past.
right there, yeah.
I don't know, about a minute and a half or so from the Red Hawks for sure.
Yeah, I felt like once it was 23-23, it was like, okay, we have a chance to get him back in this, and then
Just like
we're
that.
way ahead of it.
Way ahead. Back with the great defense. They get it into Johnson. Johnson will put it on the floor and give it to Thompson. Thompson now, Chaney Jones on him. They set up a screen. Nothing happens there. Kelly gets it in the corner. Cooper Kelly coming out of it. Foul off the ball. Turnover. Sandites.
He was trying to give him just a little bit more space, and he was coming off the screen and just extended his hands.
Yeah.
And once he extended the hands, that was going to be an offensive foul every single day of the week.
Johnson will have a seat. Khalil Allen will check back in, the 6'4 junior for the Sandites. Now Justin Chappelle. Gilliard corner, Fuller, 3, good. And Fuller, my friend, is on his way to another 18-point night. I don't want to get too far out of my skis, right? But he's already
That's not the person that Sand Springs needs to have open.
Yep.
Tough foul here.
Chappelle. Let's see what he did, but
Little hand check.
little hand check. Yeah. Fuller's got 10, just so you know if you're scoring at home. Now the drive. Madrid with the block. Madrid with the second block. Can't get the handle on it because he was out of position. And another block. I don't know. Ooh, a hard foul there. Kaysen Evans right back up. I like the battle. Chaney Jones is going to get charged with that one. That's his second foul, and Flemings gets ready to check back in.
We had a little bit more face time with Flemings in the first quarter, so I feel like we're able to even it out right now.
So Flemings will check in. Madrid will check out. He's grabbing. Well, nope. Flemings won't check out. Chaney Jones will check out. And Coach Garcia is going to have a quick little conversation with him. Probably likes the effort. Doesn't like the fact that he got 2 fouls out of the deal.
Pretty quick.
Yep. 31-25. Gilliard up ahead quickly. He'll get it to Fuller. Fuller in the paint, can't get it to go. Madrid get charged with a foul. Yep, up over the back. And I know Madrid doesn't like it, and that's where that 7-2 frame comes in.
Obviously, he's going to be a little bit biased towards himself, saying, oh, that wasn't a foul.
Right.
But when you're that big, that arm is all up in the ball, and the other guy's arm just can't have it.
Madrid and Gilliard have a seat. Dorsey will check in. Gunn checks back in as well. Sandites for 3, up off the rim. Rebound there, Chappelle. And quickly up ahead is Chappelle. He'll slow it down and give it back to Fuller. Fuller to Gunn. Gunn working that right side where he's been hanging out all night. He gets double teamed. Dishes it back out to Dorsey. Now Dorsey back to Gunn. Gunn wanted the 3, puts it on the floor. Gives it over to Chappelle. Chappelle pull-up jumper partially blocked. And the Sandites up down by 6. You cut it as that's a turnover. Where they were wanting to hustle back down the floor, but that's the stuff that I'm telling you, I saw a lot of last year in this Red Hawk team, that they almost get way too far out ahead of themselves. Slow it down a little bit, and that's what the Sandites needed to do there.
Even on that one, you got to have that transition defense. He was wide open if you had to hit that pass.
Fuller up off the glass and good. Boy, and he's got a first step that's crazy, and a steal. Going back up, nice job there by Chappelle. Chappelle said, oh, don't forget about me. Takes the ball, gets to the hole, and gets to shoot 2.
Which you see that a lot in the NBA and college. It's a quick pass in. Right when someone makes a bucket, it's a quick pass in. And right there, Chappelle was able to see him. He's going to pass it really quick, and he slipped and grabbed the ball.
Got to make him pay for it. That's all right. Gunn back to coach to talk to Coach Garcia. One of the things we said yesterday, worth mentioning again, is that Coach Garcia wanted one of those things. Fuller with the rebound, up and good. So you still get the 2 points back down the floor because of the hustle by Fuller. One of the things I was going to say real quick is that Coach Garcia said that he always wants Corbin Gunn to be the guy on the floor that thinks just like Garcia does. It's a nice finish there by Cason Evans. And so everything that Coach Garcia is thinking at the time, Gunn needs to be thinking it as well. And that's a big compliment to pay Gunn, especially when you've done it as long as Coach Garcia has. It's like Nick Saban saying, hey.
You're pretty good.
Yeah, you're pretty good. I want you to think like me. Flemings can't get it to go, gets his own rebound, can't get it to go. Still gets around Flemings, back up off the glass and good. That's what 6'8 does for you.
Even if they get a body in front of him, it's a hard rebound.
Now Allen. Allen will give it off to Thompson. Thompson drives. Nice move. Boy, that was a sweet move by Allen. Fleming's going to get charged with the foul.
Foul be charged to Union's Miles Flemings, his second.
Team's 4th. The lead is 10. Thompson will go to the line and shoot 2. I like the move by Thompson.
Yeah, he used his hip to keep him on his hip. And on top of that, he's kind of using his man kind of as a screen, trying to shield him. He's able to get his height to the spot and beat his man to the spot.
Mitchell and Fushko step in for the Sandites. Get a friendly bounce there, and the lead is now 8, I believe. Let's see if they change the board or not. Maybe 9. Let's see. Now Gunn brings it down, looks to double team it. He'll get it to Dorsey. Dorsey inside to Flemings. Flemings looking for some help. He'll get it back to Chappelle. Chappelle drives. Nice little dish there to Gilliard. Up off glass, and he'll go to the line and shoot again.
That movement, working with Flemings down low. Right when we tossed it down low to Flemings, right there on the block, he was already attracting 2 to 3 players right there. So when we're able to have those centers be able to draw the attention, open up more opportunities for us to score.
And the foul was on Dorsey. I said Gilliard, but it was on Dorsey. Now we're going a little smaller as Chaney Jones checks in, and our two big men will have a seat as Flemings gets a nice hand from the bench in the crowd. So this will be interesting.
Yeah, I think Coach Garcia sees us having two fouls on our big guys and say, hey, let's just try to get to half right now and just keep those with 2.
3:31 remaining. Dorsey extends the lead to 10. Here come the Sandites. Up over the timeline is Thompson. Thompson will set it up. He'll get it over to Fushko. Fushko drives, dishes it back to Mitchell. Mitchell now Thompson. Far side is Roper. Back up high, and they'll set it up again. Roper works at this side. Mitchell.
Good communication right there.
Coach Ritter off the bench just screaming barking some defensive orders for the Red Hawks. Roper will slow it down. Are they stalling or is defense just showing up?
Showing up right now.
Good ball movement. Quickly inside. Fushko turn around. Good. Great defense, great ball. I mean, that's a great possession on both sides.
Absolutely.
So Chaney Jones. Fuller. Back to Chaney Jones. Far side, Gunn. Oh, I thought Gunn was going to take it. He's thinking about it. Chaney Jones now back to Gunn. Over to Dorsey. Dorsey drives. Tries to create contact, and it's good. And again, he'll go to the line. Dorsey getting in and getting a lot of contact now. He's got to make them pay from the old charity stripe here, Nick.
Yeah, with that last possession with the Sandites, you know, as we've been talking about in that pregame, we do not want to get stagnant. And I think right there with that possession definitely shows we're not trying to play this lazy. We're going 110% every single time.
Dorsey misses from the free throw line. His woes continue from the charity stripe. 2-11, the lead is 8 by the Sandites. Winner plays tomorrow in the championship game. Rebound Sand Springs, and they'll come out running. Roper, corner, Mitchell. Mitchell back to Roper. Roper picks it up. Inside to Evans. Evans up off glass, no good. Rebound there by Fushko, and they'll kick it back for a 3. Mitchell. Now Fuller, other end. He wants a 3, can't get it to go. Chaney Jones with the hustle. They're going to say he's got fouled. And just like that, Jones is going to have a seat. And here comes Flemings. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. What they're talking about is the fact that I think it was Evans down here shot the 3.
I think they counted it as a 2.
As a 2
in the scoreboard, but
yeah.
they definitely labeled
just
it as a 3.
Yeah, they just changed it. So Sand Springs, take a breath. It's okay. If you can do a better job, we invite you to come down and be an official, right?
Yeah.
Step over there, take a scorebook. Anytime you want to jump in and help these folks out.
Minute 42 left. I think it's very important. We had a 10-point lead now. How are we going to respond? Can we make this go back to 10? Or are we going to let them back in this game?
So the lead is only 4 now with 1:35. Fuller sets it up. He's got Flemings and Chappelle. Still got Dorsey and Gunn. So we'll see what happens here. Boy, and I don't know what he was thinking there. Yeah, Fuller said, that's my bad. He just threw that away to Roper. Roper back down the floor. Quick 3. No good. Rebound Sand Springs. They'll try it again. Thompson. Fushko, not even there. Up off, it got all glass. And Gunn's got to hustle to get it. Nice job by Gunn to get that pass from Fuller. A little too much mustard on it from Fuller. Gunn will set it up. Drives baseline. Dish, stolen again. Trying the razzle-dazzle, and they don't need it here with 45 seconds. Gunn almost comes away with a steal. Got to double team him quick. You can't. They get the ball away. Dish. Inside, Evans kicks it back. Fushko from the free throw, and it's good. And the lead is now 2, and you talked about it. The lead was 10. Another run by the Sandites. Want the last shot here, correct?
Yep, I think so. Just got to keep the ball moving for right now.
Flemings back up high. Chappelle can't get it to go. Dorsey hustling. Sandites come away with it. Quickly up ahead. Marcus Mitchell. And he'll go to the line and shoot 2.
He had the pump fake there, and he stayed neutral. Then when he went out right there, I think he went a little too much. You know, he has almost a foot taller than him, so I don't think he had to slap it as hard as he thought he needed to right there.
Gunn didn't need to do that. That's what he's saying right now. So the lead, or it could be tied, depending upon the prowess of Marcus Mitchell. And there's one. Khalil Allen checks in. Cooper Kelly checks back in. Corey Young checks in. I think that's the first Corey Young sighting we've had tonight for the Sandites. So do we go tied, or what's going to happen here at 4.3? Up and good, and we're tied. 4.3 quickly down the floor. Gunn. Baseline. Got to get rid of it. And it's good! Sandites don't want it to count, but it will at the bucket, or at the buzzer, I should say. Fuller, nice little drive and gets it to go. All right, what do we got to change, Nick, real quick?
I know with this team, we had a couple turnovers right there at the very end, right? We're driving, which is great. We're getting the defender to collapse on us, and then once we have that collapse, we're trying to kick it, but we're kicking it across the entire court. Find the easier pass. Don't go across court. And so if we're able to simplify that game, a couple of those Fuller turnovers, he was trying to go way across court. Take it easy. Work with the swing. They're definitely going to be closing on to us. We need to be able to calm down from that.
That's it. So we're going to take a timeout. 9 minutes remaining here in halftime. You get your drinks. We'll see you in a few.
At Coldwell Banker Select, we have the group to meet your commercial real estate needs. The Select Commercial Group. David Roberts can answer all your questions relating to the commercial real estate market, your business operations, and real estate budgets. Sarah Bergeson can help you locate the right commercial property to buy, sell, lease, or rent. Scott Job can provide valuable information regarding property values and lease rates. We treat our clients like family. With properties located all over the state, call us at 918-695-6979. Coldwell Banker Select Commercial Group, proud sponsor of the Union High School Redhawks.
Chevy RS family of SUVs has it all. Whether you want the 10.2-inch diagonal color touchscreen standard on Blazer or extra peace of mind with Chevy Safety Assist, take your pick. The choice is yours. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Racing towards the end of the month? Ask about our early pay options. TTCU Federal Credit Union. Life is better in balance.
When summer heats up and your AC isn't working right, be cautious of being pressured into a replacement.
It's always a good idea to get a second opinion, and Airco will let you know if your AC is worth fixing.
So call Airco today for a free second opinion.
We're athletes,
coaches,
and your child's high school athletic trainer. We're your friends and neighbors.
And we make our home
in Green Country.
We're Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma.
And we're the team physicians for more universities,
more high schools, and more club teams
than all other providers combined.
We're focused on providing you
personalized orthopedic care,
treating the area's best teams,
and the athlete in all of us.
Does your school or organization need athletic apparel or spirit wear? Let me suggest Inkwell, a Tulsa-based company that can get you the quality you deserve at unheard of and unmatched lead times. Talking 2 weeks or less, not 2 months like most others, and can do it as much as 60% less than most of the big guys out there. So join the likes of Sand Springs, Union, Broken Arrow, Jinx, Oolaga, and Glenpool, to name a few, and get your customized sublimated uniforms, including Under Armour, Nike, or Adidas at inkwellnation.com.
Back live here. Welcome back to the Union Jinx Union, I should say, Invitational. He's Nick Irwin. I'm Jim Douthit. Thanks for joining us here on the Union Sports Network. Great game so far, 41-39. We should say this, the winner of this will play the winner of the Jinx Crossing Christian game. That'll happen at 8:30 tonight over at Jinx Fieldhouse. What does Union need to do to get to that championship game?
With this team, I felt like in that first half, right, we kind of lost our big guys at the very end because they both had 2 fouls. And so we kind of had to work more with some guards rather than coming through the forwards or through the center. So having Madrid now and Flemings, they have to be a little bit more wary. Obviously, they're going to get fouled a little bit more, but they have to have that mentality, okay, I'm getting fouled down here. I shouldn't be going and down and fouling on the other end of the court.
Coming out of the break here, we'll see the Sandites will start with, it looks like they're going to go with their starting lineup. They've got Roper, Kelly, Thompson, Johnson, and I believe that is Evans. Yep, they'll go back to their original starting 5. For Coach Garcia, he'll send out Biggie, Fuller, Gunn, Dorsey, and Fleming. So he'll start. So it's the starting lineups that we had at the beginning of the game as Roper will get ready to inbounds the ball.
Right in front of us. Here we go.
Cooper Kelly sets it up for the Sandites. The lead is 2, as we get underway. Long 3-ball, feeling it, no good. Rebound, Madrid.
Big board right there. I know he doesn't jump, but still got his long arms.
Yep. Uses those long arms, uses that body to get in his position that he needs. So Fuller now to Gunn. Gunn drives. Boy, he had it wide open right to Madrid. Can't get it to go. And the Sandites will come away with it a little too hard off the glass for Eric.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to make it one special move, but got to make sure he gets back on defense right there.
Cooper Kelly with the 3-ball, and now the lead is 1, and multiple lead changes throughout this game so far as Flemings gives it to Gunn. Gunn will set it up. Back to Flemings, looking for Madrid inside. Again to Madrid, up off glass, no good. Partially blocked there. Madrid wants the foul. He's not going to get it, and they got to hustle back because they've got numbers. 5-on-4 until Madrid makes it back. Gunn with the steal. Dorsey to his left, goes up hard, can't get it to go. Wanted the foul and didn't get it. I think that was nice defense by Sand Springs. He'll take the 3, no good. Flemings comes away with it.
Good box out right there by Flemings, and we're running and gunning.
Fuller, offensive foul. He did lower his shoulder. If he doesn't lower that shoulder, he's probably going to get
contact at least.
Yeah, at least that, for sure. 42-41. We'll see what happens. Roper brings it down, crosses the timeline. Dorsey on him there. Evans shuffles back to Thompson. Now Thompson down to Roper. Roper inside to Evans. He drives and he runs into the big body of Madrid. And Kelly will set it back up. Coach Savage not happy about this possession. The snarl on his face can be seen for a long ways. Turnaround jumper, no good.
Good communication right there by Madrid, letting him know. Going on the pick on the left,
Good talk. Flemings powers up underneath. Foul there, and he'll go to the line and shoot 2. Foul's going to be on Blake Johnson. Johnson's first. Nope, they're going to call it on Evans. My bad.
I think Madrid's a little upset. Flemings gets fouled right there. He gets to go to the line. Madrid's getting fouled for the past 2 possessions, does not get it.
Is it different when you're 7-2?
Yeah.
But I'll take it. Nothing against Big E. Flemings is shooting better from the free throw line, at least tonight.
Yep.
So we'll take that all day long. Flemings with a nice roll. Bodies crash into the floor between Fuller and Johnson. Feet tangled up, and here come the Sandites. Kelly quickly back down the floor. Evans surveys the floor. Hand it off to Thompson. Thompson.
Good.
Good ball movement still, but better defense by the Redhawks right now. Now Johnson up high to Kelly. Kelly looks back to the bench. He'll dribble back to the top, up high. Evans drives. Madrid left hand can't get it to go. And again, good defense. Opportunity to make a big swing, and Fuller to the hole. And Fuller's got 16.
Such a good take right there. Obviously he's a lefty, but that's just so clean.
Deke Thompson. Hand it off to Johnson. Now Johnson. Johnson dribbling. Flemings with the nice defense there, and it's thrown away. Ball goes the other way. Khalil Allen will check in. Allen will check in. Blake Johnson will check out. Coach Savage not happy about that possession.
Great job from our big guys. We're talking about foul trouble. They're able to play clean defense, not trying to get that third foul for either of them.
Madrid gets it. Far side to Dorsey. Dorsey to Fuller. And everything seems to be running through Fuller tonight. He'll take the quick jumper. About a 15-footer there, and it's good. And Fuller matches what he had last night at 18, and I don't think he's going to be sitting on the bench anytime soon.
Nope.
47-42. Fuller, if you're wondering, only has 1 foul and 18 points, so that bodes well for us so far. Playing a good, clean game. Now Roper will get it over to Evans. Evans looks. Madrid's got his eyes on him. Loses the ball, gets it back. A lot of active hands. Nice 3-ball there. Can't get it to go. And there's Eric. That's where the big guy can't get his hands on it, but he keeps the ball alive and gives an opportunity for Dorsey to make a play, but it chipped out of bounds, last touch by the Redhawks.
You have position, but the ball's behind you, so the person behind you is already getting the rebound.
Bill inbounds quick off the baseline, can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound. Nice job there by Deke Thompson, the 6'3 junior for the Sandites.
I think Madrid got a hand on that, so it came right back into his lap. Easy putback.
Gunn will set it up, looks for Madrid inside. Get it up high to Dorsey. Dorsey back to Gunn. Still looking inside. You look at the double team. As soon as the ball comes, that's all right. That's what I was watching, even though I didn't like that possession. You got one guy on Madrid, and as soon as Madrid puts his hands up, another guy collapses. So just like that, they got 2 guys on him.
I think Madrid tried to do a nice, fancy, no-look pass to the top of the key. Caused it, caused the turnover.
Got to be ready for it. And there's Madrid with the kickball. Puts his foot out there and gets it hit. Fuller will check out. Gilliard checks in. Fuller with a nice hand. He's got 18. He's going to have, I imagine, a pretty quick rest. As well as he's playing right now. Deke Thompson. And Thompson's got 20. So it's the Thompson-Fuller show here tonight at the UMAC. And we're knotted at 47. Dorsey to Gilliard. Now Gilliard off the screen, set up. He gets into some trouble. Tipped away. He's still in some trouble. Throws it. And they're going to say timeout. Yep, Coach Garcia gets the timeout. We got a ball game for sure. 47-47, 3:13 remaining. We'll be back.
Visit our website, pinnacledesignco.com, for more information.
Make no excuses now. I'm talking here and now. I'm talking here and now. Let's go. Your time is running now. I'm talking here and now. I'm talking here and now. It's not about what you've done, it's about what you do. It's all about where you go and no matter where you've been. Let's go.
Back off the timeout, 47 all. Fuller has a seat. They come back down. Hit the 3. Thompson's all over it. Fuller's been all over him the entire game. And just like that, he hits the 3. So it's really important Fuller gets back. It sounds like we do what we need to do to change this up.
Yeah.
Now Dorsey, quick little jumper, and he'll go to the line and shoot 2.
I think he got a hand right up there on the release on the fingertips. Ref was all over it. Not as much contact, but if you're getting those fingers, ref's going to call it every time.
Dorsey's got to make him pay here. Dorsey's short. If I'm not mistaken, Dorsey's 0 for 3 so far, so we'll see if he can get to at least 25% here. With Madrid, Gunn, Flemings, and Gilliard. Off the rim, hustle by Gilliard. Gunn with a nice job, and
Big
that's
slap
all
of the
set
ball
up
right
yeah.
there.
That's all set up by the hustle by Gilliard. Now Dorsey. Dorsey drives, kicks it back out high to Gilliard. Gilliard inside to Madrid. Madrid to Flemings. Loses the handle on it. Bad throw. Looked like Flemings was cutting. Couldn't get it done. And a jam! Kason Evans with a big jam, and that Sandite faithful come alive with that one. Now Gilliard. Flemings back to Gilliard. Working it inside to Madrid. They're going to try the same play, and the same thing happens. I like the idea that we try it again. I don't like the same outcome. And that'll be offensive foul, turnover, Sand Springs.
I think it was a moving screen. And once they had that moving screen, refs calls it immediately. But now we got Fuller coming back in.
Yep.
Hopefully we'll be able to get back in this game.
Fuller comes in. It's a Malum sighting as well. It's Carson Malum checks in.
As we said last night, that Malum family, just pure athletes. With Taylor Malum playing professional soccer now.
Mom said, I was talking to her earlier, she said that she had to leave today for Chicago.
Oh.
So here we go. Good luck to Taylor and her teammates. And a travel. And starting to get sloppy on both ends. Our teams, are they starting to kind of...
Yeah, how are we going to respond to that
Right.
adversity right now? And right now it looks like we're kind of panicking, trying to make that really, really tough pass. Obviously we're not stagnant, but we can't be playing this sloppy.
Thompson will set it up. There's a steal by Gunn. He's got Fuller to the left. Razzle dazzle, you knew that was coming. Gunn to Fuller. Now is that the spark? That's cool and that's fancy. You got to build off of that though.
Every single time. I like that alley. 2-on-1. Take the one defender and let Fuller do the work.
Malum with the steal. He's got Fuller to his left, up ahead to Gunn. Gunn gets just drilled. And a lot of help by the Sandites to get him back up. And Cooper Kelly with a third foul with 1:19 remaining. Go ahead.
Definitely looked like that was going to be an intentional foul. Coach Rudy really, really needed that, but it looked like he had a step on him.
Kind of like a breakaway in hockey, right?
Yep. You're going to give away a penalty?
Yep. I am going to give it away. Cheney Jones checks back in. Dorsey will have a seat, and a host of Sandites players come back in. Roper comes back in. Blake Johnson comes back in.
These free throws were definitely sparked by that steal by Malum, so him coming off the bench definitely played a big factor.
And Charity Stripe was good for Gunn on that one. Now Roper double teamed in the corner. Gets it out. Ooh. And Malum's going to say, well, let's see what happens. I know it wasn't on Malum. That's going to be a push. Flemings picks up his third right there. Team second. Is that all this half? Interesting. So Roper now will set it up. 1:07 remaining here in the third. Inside, up off glass, no good. Rebound Gunn. Malum running down the floor. He'll get it to Fuller. Fuller's going to go right to the hole in the jam. Cooper Kelly said, oh my.
Oh my.
Again, the spark. This has got to lead to something good. Gunn with the hustle. Takeaway. Gunn slows it down. Got Flemings trailing. They get it inside to him, and there's the foul. Khalil Allen will get charged with a foul. That'll be his second, team's fifth, and Flemings will go to the line.
While we're trying to push the pace right there, Flemings just gets an absolute shoulder from Flemings right there.
And here's what we got to do. If you look up at the scoreboard right now, Nick, 5 team fouls for Sand Springs, only 2 for us. We've got to make them pay.
Yeah, we're playing clean. We're keeping our centers out of foul trouble. Obviously, Eric Madrid on the bench right now. But I think Coach knows Flemings is a little bit more passive and not trying to get into even more foul trouble. Because if he gets that fourth, he's coming to the bench.
Yeah. Fusco checking in for the Sandites. Can't get that to go. Fuller, just right there. He said, give me that, and get it, and he'll go back to the line and shoot 2.
1-on-4 rebound right there.
Exactly. Gunn gets the high five, gives it to him. Malum gives him the high five. That's effort. And he's got 22.
Ref's got a little grin to his face knowing that he's doing it all by himself right now.
Right.
And he'll say, I'll make a free throw real quick, too.
He's got to do that. Chappelle checks in. Flemings checks out. So, again, here we're going small again.
Back to the guards.
Yep. But I like the idea that Fuller and Gunn are still on the floor. Said Malum with some active hands.
Full court, here we go.
Yep, kind of started this. Full court with 30 seconds to go. They get it inbounds. Gunn with the nice hands. I love it. Nothing wrong with that.
Very smart from Coach Garcia. After a free throw, we're able to set up really, really quick since most of our team's right there. We're able to do that. Really, really smart.
Mitchell checked in for the Sandites. They'll inbounds it. They're going to make Sand Springs work the entire length of the floor, and a steal. Chappelle with the steal to Fuller. Fuller can't get that to go. Sand Springs comes away with it. 18 seconds. Roper quickly back up. Coach Garcia wants them to come back, help out. They did a pretty good job. And a foul. Khalil Allen went up, and it was one of those things that Chaney Jones, and that's his fourth. Man, he as soon as he left his feet, he knew he was in trouble. There's Flemings in Madrid. Looks like they're getting ready to come in. Coach Garcia is going to have a quick conversation. And now, first miss. Flemings will come in. Chappelle will have a seat. Chaney Jones will have a seat. Madrid all the way down. They're not going to make him run the entire floor.
Hail Mary.
Yeah. And just like that, Kason Evans goes, I probably ought to watch the big guy. So the Sandites will park Evans against Madrid. Nice roll the Sandites get, and there's 7 seconds. Gunn up the floor quickly. Can't lose control. 3 seconds. 2 up! 3 and good, and 1! Corbin Gunn! Oh my!
What a big-time shot. He knew there was going to be a little bit amount of seconds left, so he puts it up. And on top of that, big foul and 1.
Yep.
4-point play opportunity. Here we go.
Ugba checks in. Gilliard checks back in. That was huge. I was almost upset that he was taking the shot that early.
Yeah.
And now, I was going to eat some crow, and there it is. 4-point play. And again, want him to push. Up. Ooh, nice attempt, but the lead is 9. Now, real quick, you got to keep this momentum. Whatever you got here, you got to figure it out.
I know we're going to the bench right now, and we're going to get some water, take a break, but we got to stay fired up because whatever energy we're channeling right now, we got to keep this going because right now we're up 9. Are we going to stay stagnant and lose it and get down to 4, 3? We got to keep on top of it.
The biggest lead was 10 for us, and it was cut to 2 at halftime, and it would have been tied if it wasn't for Fuller and the nice baseline basket that he got. So, what are you telling them right now? What do you got to do to keep this team in this game like that?
Every single pass, every single crisp pass that we have, we're going to be looking for it because I know we're going to get Madrid back into this because obviously we had some foul troubles with the big guys. Now that we have them back in it, we're going to be able to work through him and give Fuller that opportunity to go even more, maybe go for 30 tonight.
Yeah. 2 on Madrid, if I'm not sadly mistaken. 3 on Flemings, right?
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a quick 15-second timeout, get some water. We're back. Fourth quarter. Redhawks up by 9. Back live, Malum's Madrid. Flemings, Fuller, and Gunn be the starting 5 for the Redhawks. Roper, Kelly, Evans, Thompson, and I believe Johnson. And a nice job there by Mallon to get the ball into Gunn.
Gunn was just saying, throw it up. I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
yeah.
I got you.
He knew he could out-jump the 5'9" Roper, but Roper's got some hops, if you will, for a 5'9" kid. Flemings powers in, can't get it to go. And a foul on Sand Springs, I believe.
Evans, I think.
Yep. Case and Evans. Madrid will go to the line. This is where Eric needs to start getting hot. Because right now, if Eric doesn't start sinking these, what are you going to do every time down the floor? You're just going to hack him, right? Yep. Dorsey looks to check in. I imagine Dorsey will come in and Malum will have a seat. Get to see a Malum family member, I believe, next Friday. And Union will have its alumni, or its Hall of Fame induction night.
Definitely well deserved.
Yep. I think all 3 of those are going to end up being in the Hall of Fame. That's for sure. Now the 3-ball, Thompson, and it's good. And the Sandites, they are not going away.
Nope.
Great job by Sand Springs to keep it close. The lead is 6 now. I'll take some words out of your mouth. How do we respond, right? Now Gunn inside to Flemings. Flemings drives, paint good.
Something you won't see right there. Eric has his man on his hip. He just keeps backing up. He's not pushing him, just backing it up. Mm-hmm. And he was able to get a nice open shot for Flemings right there.
Another 3-ball, short, no good. Rebound. Evans blocked by Madrid, and they're going to say a foul. And there's no way the ball comes out like that. Garcia's not happy about that one either. Madrid, that's his 3rd. There we go. And 3 fouls each on the big guys. Evans will make the first of 2.
It's like, do you risk it and keep them both in at the same time to increase the risk? Or you take one out and put in a guard or something like that?
So far, it's been good for both of them,
yep.
Right?
Because if you give it to one, the other one's open.
Right. Malum will get the ball, give it back to Gunn. He's got Flemings to his right now. Madrid and Flemings playing up high, setting all kinds of walls for Gunn, and there's a foul. That'll be the 3rd foul on Evans, I believe. Yep. So that's good.
Something right here. I might go down low. You know, they're working with foul trouble down low. If we can give them to jump, foul them out.
Back into Madrid, down low, just like you said, turnaround jumper, good. There you go. He knows he can't foul him, and if you're not going to foul him, you can't stop him, right?
A little bit more space.
There you go. Roper works it. Kelly and Roper play catch. Now Roper drives baseline. Drew some defense. And another foul on Madrid. Blake Johnson will go to line. That's Madrid's 4th. And we'll see what Rudy does. Coaches are talking about it right now. Blake Johnson to line. It's 57. Chaney Jones is going to come in. That's interesting. So Chaney Jones checks back in. Big E has a seat, but
shift Flemings to the 5 and hopefully be able to work some post action, just like Eric did that last possession.
You're trading four fouls for 4 fouls. That's interesting. Yeah, I mean that's just what you got because Chaney Jones comes off the bench, but he's got 4. Gunn and Roper playing a little catch me if you can. To Fuller, inside to Flemings. Flemings backs his man down. Can't get it to go, gets his own rebound, back up off the glass, can't get that to go. Good defense by the Sandites. Now they turn around quickly in transition, 3-ball short. Fuller with a rebound, and you know he's going to push the pace. To Chaney Jones, up off glass and good.
Good fundamental layup right there. We had 3-on-1.
I like it. I like that Chaney Jones didn't try to do anything fancy. Now Roper sets it up. He'll dribble in front of his bench.
Big switch right there. They got the big guy and the little one.
Yep. Kelly up off the rim. Gunn comes away with it. Back up ahead to Malum. Malum with the save. Last touch by the Sandites, and that'll be Red Hawks basketball. And for the first time, I think Coach Garcia was okay with it. Kind of stuck his hands like we're okay. I don't think he's ever. I don't see him praise his boys very often, and I'm not knocking his coaching style. But
we saw it last night. We're up by 38 points, and he's getting onto the bench because they're throwing the ball away.
Right. Gunn steps back. 3. Corbin Gunn. Gunn's got 15. A lot of people tonight getting involved. Wow, Chaney Jones had his legs planted, and that's what Gunn wants to know. Smile from the ref and smile from both players, so I'm sure that's all right. Either, hey, I missed it, or no, it wasn't.
Yeah, it's tough because right there, that would have been his 5th. And that's obviously tough because if you're going to have a charge for your 5th foul, it's going to be a bang-bang. And obviously, I think these refs are going to look at it and say, I don't know. But I think he was there. He beat him to the spot. He had his feet already planted. It was just enough contact to get him back. I don't really think it was a flop. There was nothing in a sense that it was a flop, but definitely tough. And that's where I think the ref was laughing, our boys was laughing. But, 9-point game right now, I feel like with this team, we can make this like double-digit lead right now. We can make this into a 15-point lead right now. It just depends on how we're going to act on this offensive board, because when we're putting up a shot, a lot of the time it's Flemings or Madrid down low, and he's putting up an easy putback, but that board is getting right back to the Sand Springs.
Right. So Flemings with 12. Gunn's got 15. Fuller leads everybody with 24 on the floor. So do some quick math there. 27 and 24 is 51, right?
I think so.
There you go. 51 of the 68 points is sitting on the floor right now with 3 players. Huge. Yeah. Huge.
And I feel like with tonight, obviously we said it was going to be a Fuller-Thompson show, at halftime because they were both balling out.
Yep.
I just feel like with right now, I know you want to be like, I'm that guy. I'm the guy that can step up. Right now, Fuller doesn't need to step up. We're not losing. We're not doing anything. We're doing only what this team needs and what Coach Garcia needs.
They'll inbound the ball. Chappelle, Chaney Jones, Gunn, Flemings, and Fuller. Gunn dribbles out of some trouble, gets it over to Jones. Jones picks up the dribble inside to Flemings. Flemings to Fuller. Fuller, Chappelle. And now Fuller drives. Dishes to Flemings. Flemings blacks down his player to Chappelle. Can't get it to go. Flemings with the boards. Yep. Almost hit Flemings in the face. Fuller again to Jones. Jones falls on it. Needs some help. Yeah. And a quick timeout. Coach Garcia all over it. Didn't like that possession.
The previous possession was really, really good movement. They were kind of setting it up as a zone, and so one of our guards, if they drop right at the free throw line, there's a big gap there, and you can hear these boys talking. They're communicating with each other, middle, swinging it. And I just felt like with that last shot, Chappelle had a really good opportunity. Flemings working down really good in the post. Overall, it was a good possession, but once we got that rebound, we didn't know what to do. And
it's something to say too. Active hands by the Sandites, right? Every time around, and they've played one whale of a game as well. Defensively, they're starting to tighten it up a little bit and making us work like we were making them work early on. So 4-19, the lead is still 9. I feel like it's been 9 for a little bit.
But I just feel like if we're not making shots, I would rather keep the ball in this possession on offense. We're going to keep getting these boards. Fleming's doing a good job. He's getting these offensive rebounds, but he's not getting any fouls, right? And so obviously he has 3. Madrid's on the bench with foul trouble. So he's definitely stepping up, being able to be that center for a second.
Chappelle to Gunn. Gunn again. Hey, just throw it up to me, dude. I got this. Now Fuller. Inside to Flemings. Flemings backs his player down, just right in and good.
That was a set play by Coach Garcia. Every single one of our guards was on around the perimeter. And he said, let's get it to our guy down low and go from there.
Yeah, and as soon as his feet can't be planted, as soon as Evans can't get his feet planted. It doesn't really matter.
Nope. It's a foregone conclusion, as you might say.
Yeah, I think. Thank you. Have I said that before?
I think so.
Okay. Roper, Evans, 3, good. Oh my. Or Thompson, excuse me. I said Evans. It's Thompson. Yeah, Thompson's got 26, and now Thompson leads all players, except for, and even ahead of this guy, Fuller, who's got it, and he says, you know what? Oh, and hard to the hole, and he kind of came up a little awkward there.
He had the step on his man. I think he fouled him before he was able to get up into his shooting motion.
Got it.
But, you know, it feels like you can see he's about to just dunk it or make a really cool move, just how much his body's like, I'm about to lay this down.
Right, do something crazy. Fuller's got it again. He'll survey the floor. Chappelle to his left, Fleming's in the middle. Now Chappelle and Chaney Jones will come to the middle. Gunn's got it. Chappelle's got it. You hear right. Chaney Jones all by himself. Up, off glass, can't get it to go. I believe, rebound. Chaney Jones got his own board. Far side to Gunn. Gunn will take the 3. No good. Roper comes away with it. Quickly back in transition. 3 ball, and they're going to say it was a 2-shot foul. Okay. Well, I sure thought he was behind the red stripe, thankfully.
Justin Chappelle is second, team's third of the quarter. Elijah Roper to the line for the Sandites.
Roper will go to the line. Misses 1. Did they give him 3?
They gave him 3.
They did give him 3, okay.
But I feel like with this is the last thing we need right now as a team. We do not need them having the opportunity to score points, and there is no time being taken off the clock.
Right. And right now, that's Roper, the 5'9" senior, feeling a little bit of pressure from the charity stripe. Coach Garcia's trying to say they held up the 2. He said 3. Yeah. Garcia not happy about it, but he did change his mind, Coach. When you go back and look at it, they did change his mind, and I even think he was behind the stripe as well. I'm sure Rudy will send me an email telling me to be quiet. Corey Young checks in for the Sandites, along with Marcus Mitchell. And with 2:55 remaining, Madrid stays on the bench. This is interesting.
Nice little trap, playing the trap. We're able to break it.
Chaney Jones, Chappelle inside to Flemings. Flemings double team there. Works it back up high to Gunn. Gunn back inside to Flemings.
Great movement right now.
Fuller takes the 3, no good, up off all glass, and I believe Flemings pushed off. Yep, and that's Flemings' 4th.
It's one of those moments, the board isn't even in his opportunity there,
right.
So there's no reason to even foul there.
Don't touch.
Coach leaves him in.
Yep. At some point you have to, because it seems like when we've had both bigs on the bench, it hasn't worked well for us. And with 2:26.
I think he's going to keep him in until he fouls out, and if he fouls out, then Madrid will be able to settle him.
Madrid will come back in. Roper gets the ball. Now Thompson, you don't want him. He can't get it to go, and Gunn comes away with it. And I want to start slowing it down at this point, don't you?
Yeah.
You got a 7-point lead. There's only 2 minutes remaining. Slow it down.
Yeah. When they're trying to play us into that trap, it's tough to keep it slow because they're trapping. They got 2 guys on you. It's hard to keep it in one spot. But now Fuller's saying, I got this. Let me step out for a sec.
Well, and as much as we used to give Coach Redmond a hard time when the girls were up with no shot clock, he'd just sit on the ball. Nice Euro step, can't get it to go. Rebound, Flemings, and it's in. I love the idea. Of slowing it down. You don't have a shot clock, and you're up by 9, and there goes Fuller again, cramping.
Yeah.
That was the same leg he came up lame
on that last
play, I believe.
Yeah, I think it was just a nice cramp. Got to get that foot extended.
Kinsey Harmon, one of the best in the business. I'll say hi real quick to her husband, assistant principal over at the 8th grade center, Michael Harmon, good colleague. Yep, and that sure looks like a cramp, doesn't it? Water, pickle juice, anybody? Anybody?
Yeah. With all those extremities that he's running around with and stretching, and I would not be surprised that there's a calf cramp right there.
Yep. Malum will come in, take over for Fuller. Roper brings it up, 133, so there's got to be a sense of urgency now for the Sandites, which bodes well for the Redhawks. Roper, fancy pass off Flemings, and that'll be Sandites' ball. I like that they're kind of, I don't want to say panicking at this point, but the Sandites look rushed.
Yep. Obviously, they're trying to get it to Thompson, you know, their leading scorer, but in this opportunity, just got to stay calm.
Mm-hmm. Roper inbounds the ball, get it to Kelly. Kelly drives baseline, kicks it back out to the aforementioned Thompson. Trying to free up Thompson. Thompson razzle-dazzling. Now he picks up the ball. I would double team him at that point. Great job there. Dorsey knocks it out of bounds.
And he's fired up with that, definitely.
And that's a good play, right?
Yep.
Slow it down, make them set it back up.
They're still wasting their time that they need. There's no shot going up. They're trying to get open.
Coach Garcia will take a
foul on Dorsey.
Foul on Dorsey. Dorsey's first. Fuller's still trying to walk it off. As Chappelle gets ready to check in. Justin Chappelle, 5'10" junior.
Now that they're into the bonus,
right?
You know, they get two automatic free throws. Time is stopped. Again, last thing we need to be doing right now is fouling.
And Sand Springs has got at least a foul to give here, as they've got 3 team fouls.
Another big sub.
Mitchell in, Corey Young in. Going to make Union work the entire length of the floor. Rudy working the ref over there in front of the bench, Coach Garcia. Malum with a nice pass to Gunn, and we break the timeline. That's good for us. Flemings now, just play keep away, right? There you go. Foul on Flemings.
I think that was a strategic foul right there. It's our big guy, but as we've been seeing tonight, Flemings has been getting it done at the charity stripe.
Right. He won't go to the charity stripe here, but that means Evans has got 4. So their big guy that I brought up and been talking about quite a bit this evening, he's got 4 fouls as well. So all the big men in the game with 4 fouls. Hang on to the basketball. You don't have to shoot here, Chappelle. Chappelle will get it to Gunn. One of the best ball handlers we've seen in a long time. There it is. Chaney Jones will go to line. Journey needs to make them pay here. Lead 7. Got to get 1 here. Of the 2, right?
I feel like that's something that we can kind of highlight for the next game. We just are not making our free throws.
Got to make them pay. Dorsey checks in. Chappelle checks out, excuse me. 47.5, and Madrid still on the bench. That's interesting. Maybe because got to get that to go, kiddo. They'll come out of it quickly. Roper up ahead. Sense of urgency here. Let him go. Up, good, no good. Rebound, back in. Kason Evans with a nice follow. And the lead is now 5 with 37.6 ticks.
I think with Madrid staying on the bench, you know, as you were talking about, I feel like right now there's like a certain vibe, chemistry right now that we're able to keep the ball moving while we're on offense. And so I feel like with that, I want to make sure that while we're playing, we're keeping that movement going around, going good, right?
Right.
If we change it up, if we pull one of those chess pieces out, it's going to affect the whole thing. So I think Coach Garcia sees that and just doesn't want to change that. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
There you go.
So I feel like with that, I want to make sure that we're able to keep the chemistry going right now.
And you're going to see Fuller checks back in. So Malum, Fuller, Chappelle, Gunn, and Flemings. Sakari Horn made a quick debut and said hi, one of my favorite 7th graders. I don't know if I have a favorite, but one of my favorites. You got a favorite yet?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, you're not going to tell anybody.
No. They're probably not watching, even though if they're not my favorite.
Yeah,
then
that's right. Good point. 37.6 ticks left. both teams in the bonus. The lead is 5 for the Red Hawks. Fuller's leg looks really good. Kick stolen, up and good, and one. Oh my! Deke Thompson with the steal. Gets the bucket and one, and an opportunity to cut the lead to 2. Oh.
It's quick.
Yep.
Trapped us in the corner and got to us.
Yep.
And they're going to set it up right again.
Yep.
Be careful.
Yep. Best ball handlers on the court right now for Coach Garcia. Chappelle will go to the line. Quick foul by the Sand Springs, and that's smart basketball for the Sandites. And as great as Fuller's been tonight, he wants that last possession back. I know he does. Dorsey gets ready to check back in. Chappelle shoot the second of 2 right here. Takes his time, gets his feet set. And it's good. Big basket there.
We're able to get a sub in here, try to set up any defense that we need. Looks like we're going to get a timeout.
So with 32.4 ticks left, we're going to take a timeout as well. The lead is 3 for the Red Hawks. Back live here, 32.4 ticks remain. Flemings, Gunn, Malum, Fuller, Dorsey for the Red Hawks.
Malum get a lot of playing time off the bench.
Yep.
I think he's definitely proven the effort that he puts into the game, and Coach Garcia really likes that.
Sandites will inbound the ball. They'll get it to Roper.
Got to have a hand in front of Thompson's face if it's going to him. There he is.
They'll work it through there. Evans gets it. Kind of hand checks. Flemings comes away with it. And a foul. Man, he tripped. Dorsey's going to get called for the foul. Dorsey's going to get charged with the foul. Feet kind of got tangled up there. That's kind of a tough call.
It looked like he was coming around that screen, coming towards us, and it just looked like his feet kind of tripped on himself.
Right. And there's one. Now the bonus, I guess if you could say, he can only cut the lead to 1 if he makes them both. As Young checks in, Mitchell checks in.
Box out here. If it's bouncing off and he's going to grab it, got to have a body. So someone got to call shooter here.
And the Sandites do a lot of shuffling. Figure it out, and it's good. 18.2. Give it to Gunn. Boy, that was close. And a foul quick. Marcus Mitchell's going to get charged with a foul. Gunn.
Gave us both a heart attack. Wasn't really a solid pass, just kind of a little toss.
Boy, you're trusting Gunn there, and I said it earlier. I said he's probably got the best hands in that we've seen, but that's not what we want to see. And Gunn will go to the line. I like this.
Sand Springs has 1 timeout, so once they'll be able to do that, they'll be able to hopefully try to maybe get to half court or call it immediately. Looking a little score difference right now.
Right.
Needed to add 1 more point for the Sandites.
Yep, 73-72. gun on the year. Hey, look at this. Gun on the year from the charity stripe, shooting 79%. And just when he needs to shoot 79%, he's got to make this one. Ball not falling. 16.6 ticks remain. Makes him pay. The lead is 2 now, 16.6 ticks. No fouls here, right?
No fouls.
Right.
They're not going to call a timeout.
Roper, Deke Thompson, and a travel. Too many steps. 7.6 ticks remain.
Wow.
Wow. Justin Chappelle checks back in. Mitchell again. Corey Young again for the Sandites.
7 seconds. Got to have a nice inbound play, get the ball so we can get to the free throw line.
Again to Gunn. Boy, they're comfortable with that. Fuller. Bounce pass. Flemings up and in. And that's the ball game. Oh, my. Woo!
Way to get out of the wind with that. I felt like with the trap going on here in the backcourt, we were able to get it up, get it to Fuller, and then Fuller with a nice dish to Flemings. I thought we were just going to hold it on for a little bit towards the end, but Flemings went ahead and finished it. Got a lot of contact. Could have been an and one, but I forgot about 1 second left in the game.
I know there was 1 second. I was like, yeah, but that bucket was good. And wow, what a game. So we might get to see what everybody out there wants to see. Jinx plays Crossing Christian tonight at 8:30 in Jinx. The winner of that game will take on the Redhawks. That'll be tomorrow at 5:30. Could we have Redhawks? Could we have Trojans?
That's all we've been wanting. We see this bracket. We see the title of it. We go Union Jinx Invitational. What do we want in the finals? That's exactly what we are giving ourselves the opportunity. If Jinx gets beat, Jinx gets beat. It's in their court now, right?
That's it. So that game will be 5:30. Girls are coming up. We got Jinx JV, Union Varsity coming up here in about 15 minutes. Bring it on back. We'll see you soon.